What is your biggest question, complaint, or concern about grip fighting? Well, as a right-handed player, I have issues with opponents controlling my right sleeve and preventing me from taking their collar. Well, thank you so much for your question, first and foremost, and I can tell you this particular problem that you're having, everybody has. On the beginning level, on the intermediate level, and at the international level. I can tell you that one of the hardest things to do in a match, in a judo match, is to acquire your opponent's sleeve and to acquire it and keep it. And the third, to acquire it and keep it long enough in order to throw. I mean, the type of strength that is necessary in order to, I would say the strength and endurance that is necessary in order to hold on to that sleeve for 3, 4, and 5 minutes is tough. I mean, really, really tough. But let's get to your question. You're a right-handed judo player, which means your right leg is forward, and your left hand wants to grab the sleeve, and your right hand wants to end up on your opponent's left lapel. Okay? Your left hand wants to get your opponent's right sleeve, and your right hand wants to go to your opponent's left lapel, in general speaking. Now, you're having issues with controlling your right sleeve because as you try to grab the lapel, the opponent grabs your sleeve. So, here's what we do. Okay? The first thing that you can do is you can employ and that is even before the basic grip fighting sequence. It is the sequence that I teach my daughter. You move to your left. You move to your left. Your left hand constantly reaches for the sleeve, and you do not put your right hand on the lapel until your left hand achieves the sleeve. Your right hand, you keep your right hand up and open in front of your right lapel. Okay? Not with your elbow down, which creates a lot of surface area for your sleeve, but with your elbow back. Therefore, there's not a lot of surface area to grab your sleeve. And you keep your right hand up in front of your lapel, and with your left hand, you're constantly reaching out, trying to acquire the sleeve. Your right hand is blocking your opponent from grabbing your lapel and stopping them from grabbing your sleeve. That is what you can do at the basic level. Next, you have what we call the basic grip fighting sequence, where your left hand punches to your opponent's right lapel, your right hand punches to the left lapel, and then you create some movement, or an ouchi, or an osoto, or a kouchi, or a circular movement, and then your left hand transfer to the sleeve. This starts on the path to learning grip fighting sequences. This is why you really want to jump into the grip fighting coaching education program, so you can learn some of these sequences and learn they're not even tricks, but as you advance in grip fighting, there are a lot of twos and fews that you just don't know, and that a lot of coaches do not know unless you've been exposed to grip fighting and judo at the higher levels of sport. The great thing about the grip fighting coaching education program is that we don't teach gripping randomly. Grip fighting is taught as a system of gripping and throwing, with gripping being the foundation in order to throw. I do understand what your biggest concern is. The first thing that you want to do as a right-handed judo player is make sure that you move to your left, pressing your opponent's right shoulder. Make sure first and foremost you keep your right hand up blocking your lapel, and your left hand is always advancing and moving towards your opponent's sleeve. As you grab the sleeve or work towards grabbing the sleeve, if your opponent pulls his right hand back, then you immediately push your left hand to your opponent's right lapel. And then your right hand goes to your opponent's left lapel. And then you create some movement and then rotate your left hand to the sleeve. I know it's difficult to understand, but if you listen to this once or twice and you have someone in front of you, it's really easy to do. At the basic level, when I teach my daughter, I just teach her left hand to the sleeve, right hand to the lapel. Left hand to the sleeve, right hand to the lapel. She's always moving to her left. What you do over a period of time, you go left hand to the sleeve. If the person pulls their sleeve back and you can't acquire the sleeve, then your left hand goes immediately to their right lapel, then your right hand goes to their left lapel. You create some movement, and then your left hand goes to their sleeve. Simple and easy. And that's what you have to do in an aggressive nature, not in a reactive nature. You always want your opponent reacting off of what you're doing, not you reacting off of what they're doing as much as possible. Because it's about grip fighting, not grip running or grip stalling. You are fighting for a grip so that you can control the match and so that you can throw. I hope that this particular information was informative for you. I hope you got what you needed from it. If not, feel free to ask me a question again. And everyone who's watching and everyone who's listening, please go to www.gripfighting.com and get your 15 free videos on grip fighting today.